Welcome to the Kidney Wellness Hub. I'm so glad you could join us today. My name is Ryan Miskey, and today's class focus is going to be mobility exercises for the shoulders and chest to alleviate any pain or tension you got going on in your neck.
Do you have any suggestions you could share for kidney patients who are thinking about integrating health and wellness into their daily routine? How do they start?
Well, it really depends on, again, where you are in your journey. If you're a newly diagnosed patient, again, it depends on what stage you're at. Certainly talking to your kidney team, the nephrologist is important. That's what I did, is to make sure that it was okay to go ahead and do the exercises that I was planning on doing. Even just starting out something slowly like walking. That's what I try to do, is just to walk, and every day you try and do a little bit more. Or even if you're having a day where you're feeling really fatigued, just go a block or 2 blocks that day, and then the next day if you're feeling better, go more. It's really about moving, as you sort of said, and being active. And then one of the things too, the realities that a lot of kidney patients face, especially when you're trying to find some way of being more active, there's quite a few barriers that you run into. And this is where I think the Hub addresses some of those. One of them is to try and find that customized program, because you're going to find that there's people out there who are looking at the Hub who've already gone through what a lot of us go through. You go to a gym and you get a trainer. The trainers are very expensive. They don't necessarily have the right kind of qualifications that you're looking for. They may not be an exercise physiologist or a kinesiologist. They may have a canned program. Very little flexibility if you're having a day where you're really fatigued or you have swelling in your hands, and you can't hold some of the weights the way that you would normally. They're not very good about modifying them. The flexibility in terms of location or hours are really challenging, especially if you don't feel like leaving the house. The Hub is a virtual platform. Again, it's customized. It doesn't cost anything, which is a huge challenge for a lot of people. And I can do it when I want, what I want to try, and that's what worked for me. So again, it's finding what works for you, but starting small and then just gradually increasing.
It's fabulous. That's exactly how I do it as well.
My name is Tenzing Yeshi, and today's class is beginner level strength and conditioning. For the first exercise, what we're doing is the foot taps, okay? So for this one, what you're gonna do is you're gonna raise your foot.
As a new Kidney Wellness Hub member, how do you think the Wellness Hub can support you? I mean, obviously you've said you're going on a long trip and you're going to be using the Wellness Hub because it's a virtual platform you can take anywhere. Is there anything else that you think it will help support you with?
Yeah, I mean, everything, the resources, the education, the resources that are listed there. What I like about that is that a lot of them are BC focused or Canadian. When you look at a lot of resources that are out there, first of all, finding a credible site, and is it evidence-based information, is it current information? So that's for me. So I would use those resources, those links there. If you look at a lot of the information on kidney health, or just some of the different websites, they will say things like, you need to exercise, or you need to set up an exercise program. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. If I'm a new kidney patient, or if I'm on dialysis, or I've just had a transplant, what does exercise mean? How is that sustainable? There's nothing to it. Whereas the difference with the Hub is that there's good information there. When they say staying active, well, here's how you stay active. This is what you can do. You can do it on your own time. You can customize it. It's flexible. It's for kidney patients. That's a lot different from when you see this very generic stuff that's not useful at all, and really just makes you more frustrated.
It's very true. If you read the Canada guidelines as well, a lot of us can't even begin to do what's recommended. So where do you start to build up to something, even if you can't achieve what is considered a standard or a normal for exercise?
I think as a kidney patient, you do have a responsibility to be informed as you can about your disease and what resources are available. I think that the Hub to some degree does answer that because of the links and the different resources that they have as well. And I think just going in and, again, depending where I'm at and what I need to look at, if I want to look at the nutrition part of it, some of the recipes, then I'll do that. But for me right now, my focus is against the staying active piece.
We just keep learning, don't we, of all the benefits.
So today's class is a beginner style hip hop dance class. and it's designed for anybody who wants to experience the joy of dancing by learning a few simple moves that you can do anywhere. 6, 7, 8.
Do you have any words of wisdom for others in the kidney community who are checking out the Kidney Wellness Hub for the first time? Ways that it might help or benefit them?
Yeah, I think what I would really recommend is that they go in and try the different parts of the hub, to go and have a look at the Staying Active or look at some of the nutrition information, navigate through the platform and just see what really interests them at that particular time. There's a ton of really good resources there as well. Some BC resources, some Canadian resources that are really relevant to kidney patients. So yeah, just go and play around with it. Have fun.
That's a great idea. Yeah. Certainly.
I'm just so glad that we have it, Jim. Truly, it's been a long time coming, and it's a lot of people don't have to go through what we've gone through just trying to search for something. So this is going to be very beneficial to a lot of people.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Anne. Although I work on the Kidney Wellness Hub, you've brought so many points I haven't thought of to life. We really appreciate your time you've spent here and having you here. I look forward to checking in again soon.
Oh, it's been great. Thanks for having me, Teresa. Yeah, I will check in. Maybe I'll get my granddaughter to do some of the exercises with me.
That'd be awesome. You'll have to videotape something so we can add it and put it on Facebook.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Fantastic work today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's session. I look forward to seeing you back in the Kidney Wellness Hub very soon. Take care.